Hello YouTube, welcome back to another game of Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. This is going to be game number 3 between France and Finland from the Nation Wars, and this is also the semi-final, the second one that I'm casting. This is going to be a TvP, and we are going to be having a beautiful game here. Let's see how this one progresses. Now, quick question of the series is, what is the most underappreciated Starcraft unit from any expansion? You can of course leave me a comment below, and if you want to explain it, you're very welcome to. Now let's introduce our players very quickly. Looks like we have MarineLorD here spawning as the red Terran, bottom right hand side of Prion Terraces. He is representing both Millennium and France. And his opponent is going to be Welmu, who I've seen a lot of recently, and he's been doing really well. He's representing Finland, and at the time of the tournament he didn't have a team, but while casting this he has already joined Apocalypse eSports, and he is now on their team, so that's pretty cool. Definitely nice to see that he got a team potentially out of this. So, ooh, MarineLorD, what are you doing here? Doing a bit of cheese here. Double gas coming out here as well, so it's going to be interesting to see if Welmu is going to be aware of exactly what's going on here. I assume of course he will. I mean, if he's going to see that there's no barracks, there's no expansion, there's definitely going to be some sort of cheese going down here. And that is exactly what he's going to suspect here, as you can see. There we go. So he puts down the cybernetics core pretty much straight away. He's going to need to get adepts as soon as possible. Now, one thing to note is that adepts absolutely full on counter Reapers. They just straight out counter them. They do take 3 hits to kill a Reaper, but at the same time they have the range to basically destroy the Reapers without having to chase after them. For example, Zealots would be kited infinitely. Now, he did bring out 1 Zealot, probably not required. I wouldn't even think that that there's any purpose to it at all. At this point there has been 3 drones taken out already. That's actually quite important. The fact that he's getting so many kills with this. And honestly, I don't even know how he's managing to get so many kills with just 1 Reaper. That's something very rare that you don't really see often. Now, once this adept comes out, at that point this Reaper harassment is not going to be a whole lot helpful to him, because of course he will be able to bring it back. Now there you go, we do have the bunker up here. Now this is probably just there for vision really. I don't think he's going to really bunker up inside it, unless of course the adept comes out here. So the adept actually decides to go up into the enemy base, and as you can see here, there is already a factory in place. And I would say honestly, because of the fact that he managed to kill off what was that, 3 SCVs with that first Reaper, I think he should have probably stopped at that point. He should have known, of course, and I'm sure he does, that the fact that there is adepts going to be on the field means he's not going to be able to do a whole lot with it. Now, these Reapers probably going to get into that bunker, start doing a bit of damage. It would take absolutely forever and a half to actually get these units destroyed. And looks like he's actually managed to get into the base. Oh, he gets surrounded here. That's a little bit unfortunate. But he did manage to take out 3 SCVs before getting taken out here as well. So he has evened out the score here, and definitely making that adept worthwhile. Now, if I'm mistaken, of course, correct me, but I do think it's 3 hits to destroy a Reaper from full health for an adept. I think it's 3. Oh, manages to snipe off that one. That's actually quite nice for him. And there we go. The barracks actually getting lifted off here. It's very peculiar for it to be lifted off over here. Looks like command center coming down for MarineLorD as well. So obviously interested in expanding. Now, this upgrade, by the way, is a mag field accelerator. What that does is it increases the damage that the Cyclone does, which is a very good upgrade for fighting off, for example, mothership cores, or pretty much any unit that the Cyclone locks onto. There we go. He does have 2 of them at this point. Gonna be able to take out a lot of units with these lock-ons. And there we go. So many probes also getting picked off at the same time. Does look like we have an Oracle on the way also. I think this is probably not the correct response here from Welmu. I think that what he needs to do is get a bunch of Stalkers up and blink. And that would probably give him a better chance of surviving against 2 Cyclones. I mean, 2 Cyclones, look at that lock-on ability, just doing so much damage here. And there's just so little that Welmu can do against 2 Cyclones. And there we go, the pull-off here is so many probes. These poor probes. 8 in total have been killed off already. The Oracle is in place. There's no lock-on just yet. And I'm not sure, did he mean to lock on to the Oracle there, not the probe? Oh, and there we go, finally cleaning up those units. And honestly, that has been so much damage. The second Oracle actually inside the base here, doing a lot of SCV damage as well. 17 in total, 18. I did miss the start of that, but as you can see now, this is getting warded off. Does look like the lock-on ability not quite managing to finish it off. Just about survives it. 18 SCVs have been killed off. So maybe that Oracle definitely did pay off. Honestly, didn't expect it to do so well. But again, that is the outcome of that. So worker supply is actually quite even, despite the fact that MarineLorD had such successful harassment going off inside the base. So very good play here from both of our players. I have to commend them for the outcome of that. And oh, this Oracle is in trouble. Oh, managing to just about snipe it off. Very well played here. 1 Oracle getting picked off. This Marine is like, yo, I'm a hero right now. And there we go, Cyclones already up here, managing to starting to do more damage as well. And lock-on ability going on to the Nexus. He could snipe this off. He will definitely manage to snipe that off, even if he loses these units. There we go, the snipe has been complete. And now he's just going to have to back on out of here. Now Cyclones are a little bit faster than Oracles. Or not than Oracles, than Adepts. So he will be able to get away with these. And it does look like the game has standardized a little bit, so it's almost as if the game is at like 3 minutes. Nobody has a huge amount of workers, nobody has a huge amount of supply, and I have to say, both of these players are doing so good right now. I mean, Welmu was just in so much trouble at the beginning, but he managed to even out the game with the help of some Adepts, or Oracles even. So this one here, building up energy, soon going to be able to do a lot of damage onto this as well. But of course, going to have to be very careful of that missile turret. Now this 1 barracks here, just being a little bit peculiar, just spotting out exactly what's going on. Just using it for scouting purposes. Now he doesn't seem to have any stalkers to destroy it, which he probably would want to get at some point. I mean, it would make sense to just destroy it off. And there we go, the engage going on onto the Nexus here. Is he going to lock onto it and destroy it? No, he decides to back off. And Welmu brings away his Adepts. Now, in terms of units, I do think that these units will take out those Adepts quite easily. So going to have to definitely be very careful here. Oh, are they going to land straight on top of him? No, cancels that off, because of course that would be a lot of trouble for him. And the lock-on going down here. This Nexus definitely going to get sniped off. And did not get cancelled. That is crucial right now. Welmu losing a Nexus without actually cancelling it off. Decides to instead expand in his natural. The gold base, of course, proven a little bit too difficult to hold off. And there we go. The Adept doing, or the Oracle doing a bit more damage here. And getting taken out with the lock-on ability. The one thing that annoys me most while casting is if I get like a burp or a hiccup. It's just right in the middle of talking, and it's just, oh. So yeah, second base has been established for MarineLorD, so he is doing a little bit better right now. I do think he's in a far superior position, just simply because of that base, and that's going to start to quickly take effect as soon as he starts building up his army. So he does have 5 Cyclones, and funny enough, this is the first time I've seen Cyclones used to so much effect. Usually you see 1 or 2 of them just to defend off against attacks, but this is beautiful right here. Managing to pick off 3 units for free here. Even 4. And I have to say, the lock-on ability is just doing so much work right now. Very good play here. And another unit being taken out. Now just note that he's destroying these units with this lock-on ability, which costs absolutely nothing. And because of the range of it, he's not even taking any damage. So MarineLorD doing beautiful gameplay here. Honestly, I wonder if this is going to be a new meta now, making use of Cyclones versus Protoss. And the reason I think it's particularly useful here is because Protoss units are a lot slower. so it's a lot easier to actually kite them around and of course do this kind of damage. And there we go, GG has been called. Welmu getting knocked out, and I did actually forget to bring up the scores, but just so you know, the scores were 1 apiece, and of course at the moment gonna be 2-1 in favor of France. So very well played here from both of our players, and MarineLorD just doing a little bit better with those Cyclones. And that is it for game number 3 between France and Finland. France taking the 2nd point against 1 of Finland, and MarineLorD just doing so well right now, I have to say. So we're going to be moving on to game number 4 shortly. Of course, our question of the series is, what is the most underappreciated StarCraft unit of all time, in your opinion? Of course, leave your comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, of course, if you want to see more. I'll see you guys in game number 4. Good luck, take care, bye bye.